obviously there's a lot of work to do if you don't have basically a relationship with the guy. There's a lot of things you have to identify around his operation. You need to see like what his weed control is, what trait packages he's using. You need to know acres. That'd be Jason Pinky right there on the golf course. And then our scenarios were to get 30% of his business and get 50% of his business. Our agenda was understanding your operation, identifying specific products to use today, what he likes, what he doesn't like, what services does he value the most. So obviously there'd be a lot of spin questions you need to ask, probably more than what we have up here. And a lot of situational questions if you don't know the guy. I mean, you have to figure out who he's currently doing business with. Hopefully you can figure that out before you get there, what seed he's buying, what his factors that influence his buying decision, what challenges he's faced in the past, chemistry and seed, because obviously we're going for both of those here, no seed, no chem. Programs he used last year, what impact could seed diversity have on your farm or your chem operation? What weeds were troublesome for you? And is your current provider exploring different options for weed control through genetics?
Put about 4 stars by that. Who come up with that one?
I don't remember.
So that one, folks, if you haven't written it down, it's not on the laminated card, I can tell you that, but that's one of the best questions I've heard in a long time. That's a great, great question.
And then we put, what advantages would you see if we put together a proposal for you on your farm? Or could you see that?
Why is that such an important question from call 1 to call 2?
Basically, so we would go here, and a little bit on this one, and then come back probably with the math after we kind of have stuff figured out in the follow-up call, and hopefully try to close after we go through the math, and then kind of get into your closing is what our thoughts were.
Really good.
It might possibly take one more stop, but hopefully you could do it in 2 is what we were thinking.
I think your need payoff gives you, it gets the grower to give you permission to come back with a proposal. He just told you he would see an advantage by having you come back. So basically you wrote your own invitation by asking that question.
Okay. As for the math, we figured a 1,500 acre farmer, it was 50-50. So 30% of the farm would be 90 corn units, 225 bean units. 50% would be 150 corn and 375 beans. We plugged in basically a Bayer package, Harness Extra, Balance, Lotus, Delaro, and we came up with that for the Bayer number of just shy of 5,300. And then we did the same thing, I guess, at the 50% level. It came up to 8163, which could equate back to 1176 an acre and 1088, I guess, respectively there. Obviously there's a lot of different ways you can chop it up and look at it, but kind of like in the last example we did, it'd be a 5 bushel reduction in your cost of production. So, and we can look at it at V5 fungicide too, like we did there. Basically pay for your V5 application if you want to look at it that way. And then for the learn and close, an objection like, well, DeKalb is very expensive. I understand your concerns. Can I ask you a question? If it weren't for the low price on your seed, would you still consider purchasing from my competitor? Other guys have found it valuable to be utilizing the fertility with their seed provider to match up acres. And then we said if there were 3 reasons you'd want to move ahead with my recommendations to prevent weeds from taking yield, to minimize the cost per acre for the right choice in seed and chem, maximize our acres efficiency, I would take advantage of working with CBA and myself. How does the operation I've shared with you help you see the difference in price now? If there were 2 things we covered today that would have the largest impact on your farm, what would they be? And can I put together a couple of recommendations and share them with you? Set up, so then be specific and set up a time when you're gonna come back. Don't just leave it open-ended, so 3-4 days, something like that. And remind me when I come back to share customer testimonials on programs I've run with on some of my other growers.